Hello everyone. The theme for this TEDx is the future we choose. But I would like to change one word there. Let's make it the future you choose. Please raise your hand if you've ever been asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? That's a lot of you guys. And please keep your hands up if you've answered with a job title. Wow, before I even said the question. Well, since we're young, we've all been asked that same question. And we've all given similar answers, such as doctors, lawyers, teachers, police, and so on. As if our entire future, every dream, every hope, every passion can fit neatly into one single job title. But as I grew older, that question has started to become heavier. Because behind it is the hidden pressure of choosing one path and sticking to it forever. As if making the wrong choice would somehow ruin your life. And yet, the world around us is changing faster than ever. New industries are born every year, old ones disappear, and technology is rewriting what a job even means. So why are we so obsessed with defining our future using words that might not even survive the decade? We've been told that choosing a future equates to choosing a job, and that if you choose the wrong job, you fail. But think about it. At the age of 13 or 14, we choose our GCSEs to become our A-levels, and our A-levels to become our university degrees, and our degrees to become our whole future. Now, if you choose the wrong job, does that mean you chose the wrong GCSEs 10 years before? And that you failed the moment you chose your subjects in school? The truth is, your future is not a job title. Your identity is very important because your identity is essentially your compass. If your identity is about solving problems, then you might become an engineer, or a scientist, or an inventor. If your identity is about helping people, then you might become a doctor or a therapist. You see, the roles may change, but the purpose stays the same. That's why we see so many people change careers and still feel fulfilled. Because even though their title have changed, their identity, their why stayed intact. Now, if you chase a title that doesn't match your identity, that's when you burn out, feel lost, or start questioning your own choices. So the next time, instead of asking, what do you want to be, we should ask, who do you want to become? Because the future isn't what you are, but who you are. History is full of people who built lives, not around titles, but their identity. Malala Yousafzai, her identity fighting for education and justice have led her from a student to an activist to a global advocate. Or take Steve Jobs, whose passion for simplicity and design have driven him from computers to animations to phones. His identity as a creator shaped every single project he has touched. Even in everyday life, we see this. Teachers mentoring a student beyond the classroom, parents becoming an entrepreneur, students building a business around their hobby. Each story reminds us that what matters isn't the label we wear, but the purpose that powers it. For me, this idea started to become real when I started thinking about my own future. People would ask me, so Yuyang, what career do you want to pursue when you grow up? Well, some days I'd say engineering, other days business, then sometimes something more creative, like a dancer. And I always felt guilty for changing my mind so often, as if I was failing because I couldn't make up my mind. While everyone around me seems like they already knew what they wanted to do and is already working towards their goals. While I was still lost, of course. I'm sure many of you guys have felt this feeling before, or you might even be going through this right now. But I realized the reason I couldn't decide wasn't because I was lost. That's because I was growing. I discovered what I truly love was building things that makes a difference. That's part of who I am. Not a job or a title, but my identity. Once I saw it that way, all the pressure disappeared. The world felt wide open. Not something to fear, but something exciting to design. Here's the truth. Your career may change, but your future and your identity evolves. The jobs we imagine today may not exist tomorrow. Some studies suggest that 65% of primary school students will have jobs that don't yet exist and for which their education will fail to prepare them, exacerbating skill gaps and unemployment in the future. Therefore, what lasts are the human qualities we hold and the kind of people we want to become. Build your future on titles, and one change can shake you. Build it on identity, and no change can take your direction away. The shift in perspective is more than just comforting. It's necessary. In a world where AI is replacing repetitive work, what will always matter are the human qualities we hold. Empathy, curiosity, creativity, resilience, things that come from inside, not just instruction manuals. If we raise a generation that builds on titles, then sure, we'll have skilled people, but no dreamers. But if we raise a generation that builds on identity, then we'll have innovators, leaders, problem solvers, and change makers ready to face whatever comes next. Because the future we choose wouldn't be built by people who memorize a path. The future we choose will be built by people who had the courage to create their own. So the next time when someone asks you, what do you want to be? Don't rush to answer with a job title. Tell them your values. Tell them what excites you. Tell them the things you want to change in the world. Because those are the things that define your future, not a single word on a business card. So who do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be someone who creates new opportunities. I want to be someone who values the unknown potential that everyone holds. I want to be someone who seeks new ways to solve problems. The future will belong to those who know who they are, not just what they do. Because the future isn't a job, it's you. Thank you.